Hi. So today I'm honestly in a really ranty mood and I just feel like complaining about things. So that's the type of video you guys are gonna get today. And I'm gonna be ranting and complaining to you about anime, actually. Despite the fact that I love anime and manga and I could literally watch anime every day of my freaking life if that was physically possible. Despite all that, there are just some things that happen in anime and manga that drive me freaking insane and I need to complain about them now. So, yeah, sit back and relax and enjoy the video, I guess. If I happen to offend you, sorry, not sorry, get over it, I guess. I don't know, you're an adult. Okay, so the first pet peeve that I'm going to be talking to you guys about is the whole damsel in distress scenario. Now, this is probably one of my biggest pet peeves of all time within anime and manga, just because it happens so freaking often, especially in the shoujo genre, and it literally drives me freaking insane. Like, it needs to stop. It needs to stop. Like, why is it that so often the female protagonists in any anime or manga series are often portrayed as just such weak, defenseless, vulnerable, helpless human beings? I don't understand. It just seems like the writers of these series really just never let these female characters get out of conflicts or situations by themselves. Like, it doesn't matter what the situation is. It could be them facing a bad guy by themselves, or, just arguing with someone, or just, like, falling down and getting hurt. It seems like no matter what bad situation there is, out of nowhere, their boyfriend, who is usually the main male protagonist of the series, just freaking pops out of nowhere and is like, ha, I'm gonna save the day. Fucking go away, Romeo. Like, you're annoying. I want to see these girls, like, kick some butt. I want to see them get out of these bad situations by themselves. I want to see them come up with plans to fix the situation. I don't want your freaking boyfriend to just pop out of nowhere and save you every single time, because it gets very predictable and very boring after a while, and it's just such an overused plot. It just drives me insane. Not to mention, it's, like, super creepy, too, that, like, their boyfriend just, like, pops out of nowhere all the time. How the frick do you know where she is? Like, do you have a tracker device, like, implanted in her butt or something to where you can find her? Because there's no explanation. An enemy could drag her to an alternate dimension, and yet her freaking boyfriend would still be able to find her and just pop out of nowhere and be like, I'm gonna save the day. Like, pfft. I don't know, man. It just pisses me off, and we just need more badass girls that can handle themselves and, can fight with the boys, because that's cool. I just think it would be a good thing for younger girls to see, like, girls that don't have to rely on a guy necessarily to get out of a bad situation. And also, why is it that when you do find those badass, like, really cool girls that can, like, handle themselves and fight with the guys, why is it that every time there's one of those in an anime, they're literally wearing nothing more than, like, a bra and panties? Like, I don't understand this. Like, yeah, I get it. She's sexy. It looks nice. I get the appeal, but I'm just kind of concerned for her because, like, honey, you're going into battle with nothing more than a bra. You're gonna get your boob chopped off. Like, it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. Like, you're charging, the enemies are coming at you, swords are flying, and your chest is just jiggling. Like, contact is bound to happen, and, like, your boob's gonna be gone, and I'm gonna feel bad for you. Like, ha. This kind of, like, brings us to my whole next pet peeve in anime, which is fan service. I am just not a person who enjoys fan service. I don't enjoy it at all. It seems very pointless to me. It literally adds nothing to the storyline or the plot of the anime or manga. It adds nothing to the dynamics of the relationships between characters. It's literally just there to please perverts, I feel like. Like, why do you feel the need during this intense action scene just to show, like, this random panty shot? Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I mean, the whole fan service concept just seems very degrading to me and very disrespectful, and it just adds nothing to the plot. I don't understand. I can handle a few scenes in an anime being fan service, but honestly, if a series keeps up with it and starts adding a lot more of it in, I will honestly stop watching just because it annoys me so much. So yeah, friggin' manga and anime creators, please stop putting fan service in your animes. It's just annoying, and I feel like it's just there to please, like, creepy little teenage boys. That's right. I see you sitting there with your waifu pillow doing unspeakable things. You are nasty and you need Jesus, okay? My next pet peeve is probably very specific to me because it probably doesn't annoy other people that much, but it's something that really irritates me, especially when it happens in manga, because I notice that it happens in manga a lot more than anime, but it is very short-lived conflicts. Now, oftentimes, the main characters at some point in the series will, have a big misunderstanding or argument or breakup or something where there's just this big problem. Now, I enjoy this because it lets you see a new side of the characters and just lets you see what they would do in that type of situation. But the thing that drives me nuts is this whole big conflict that at the time seems like this huge dramatic deal. It gets solved within half a chapter. Within half a chapter, these characters are all made up and everything's happy and beautiful again. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but I honestly would like to see the conflict last for at least maybe half a volume or something, just because I feel like that would be really interesting for once to see, how these characters deal with being apart from one another, or, just how they deal with the whole problem. Because in real life, problems don't go away that easily. And I know manga and anime are not supposed to be realistic, but, I feel like it would just let us know a lot more about the character and let us see a lot more into their minds if they just let these conflicts last just a little bit longer. I don't know, that's probably a really weird one, but I don't know, that's just something that I've noticed that kind of bothers me. This next one that I'm going to be talking about is honestly kind of a newer pet peeve for me. But when you're watching a scary anime and you're in this very suspenseful, intense, climactic scene and you're on the edge of your seat about to see what happens next, when all of a sudden this character cracks this funny joke or this big comedic, humorous moment just happens out of nowhere. I don't know, that just irritates the crap out of me just because they do such a good job at building up all this suspense for this crazy, scary moment, and they just kind of ruin it by adding comedy in out of nowhere. I don't know, it just seems very out of place to me. Don't get me wrong, I love comedy. I love comedy in anime and stuff. But can you really just keep it out of intense, scary moments, because it honestly just ruins the whole effect. When something creepy is happening in an anime, I want the vibe to stay creepy and eerie. I don't want it to randomly get lighthearted randomly out of nowhere. Maybe that's just me, maybe I'm the only one bothered by that, but I don't know, I just want my scary animes to stay scary. Okay guys, we're finally on to my very last pet peeve, and it has to do with English dubs. I really enjoy English dubs. I prefer to watch sub, but I do enjoy a good English dub. But there's something that always happens in English dubs that drives me up the wall. It seems like every single time you see this cute little kid in an anime, you expect their voice to be all cute and adorable, but it's just not. I don't understand why we are having adults voice children in anime series, because oftentimes it just sounds like a 30-year-old man or woman trying to imitate the voice of a child, and it just usually doesn't work out very well. A lot of times it just ends up sounding very strange, weird, and just generally awkward. I don't know, there's just been so many moments where I've seen this cute little kid in an anime and you expect them to be like, hi, da 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 da, but instead it's like, hi, I'm a 5-year-old, and I'm just like, ah. Now, obviously that's kind of an exaggeration, but that's honestly what it seems like sometimes. I just wish we would get actual kids to do the voices of kids in anime, and I know that's kind of unrealistic to expect, but come on, at least get adults who have higher pitched voices so that it doesn't sound like this 5-year-old's going through puberty prematurely. So I think that's it for today, guys. I have a couple other pet peeves I could talk about, but I guess if I did, this video would be kind of long. So if you want to see a new video from me later on of more pet peeves that I have in anime and manga, definitely let me know and I'll film that in the future. But yeah, let me know what your guys' pet peeves are in the comments below. Dylan, Britt, Melissa, Kyo-chan, all of you guys, if you wanted to make a video talking about your pet peeves, I'd love to see it because I'm very curious as to what your guys' pet peeves are. You don't have to, but I would be curious to know. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. So,